Yeah, right, Simon. VK2 Sugar. No, I'm in Sydney. Simon. Well, you ran a fence antenna. Well, I think I've ran the biggest wire antenna in the world. I was with my ham radio club, and we were out at Cameron Corner, out in the desert, and we actually connected up to the dog fence. And the dog fence is something like 4,000 kilometres or some crazy length. And we just got an AH4 coupler and connected it to the dog fence. We had a QSO on the dog fence.
Woo! I love it.
Fantastic. I think I've actually seen your YouTube. Simon, what's your YouTube channel though? Go ahead.
HamJazz, mate, as in ham radio and jazz music. So I'm the Aussie lost in Canada that shouts at people. Woohoo!
Yeah, I think I've seen it. I used to think this guy's an Aussie.
Now, I don't think it's going to be any good. I think it'll be absolutely dreadful, to be honest, because all of the wires go through these, what we call star pickets here in Australia. And basically it's a steel post and it's going to ground. So all of these wires, unfortunately, are going to be grounded. And we built this fence, and I think it's roughly about 300 metres. So 300 metres in imperial measurements is about 1,000 feet. All right, I've hooked the radio up, and a huge shout out to June and Vito Man, official power sponsor of my channel, and I am donating. This is the 2200. This is the last day that I'll have this in my possession, and I am donating this and the solar panel to Blaze Aid in the morning. And over here I've just got there's the tuner, and I've just put the wire to the ground side of the tuner, and I've literally just got it laying on the ground, and it's just a random length. I don't know how long. It's probably 10 to 12 feet. So we've got it connected to the belly wire in the middle of the ring lock. I know it's probably being grounded through the star pickets, but let's flick through the bands now and see if we can hear anything. And imagine if we can make a contact. Woohoo! Nothing on 20 metres. No. So now we're going to try. I'm going to flick it over to 40 metres. This is the whole idea of this. And stay tuned, guys, because I've got another scenario that's absolutely, I think, going to be amazing for an emergency antenna. All right, let me quickly tune this up, and I'll be right back. I tuned it up. It isn't how loud it is now.
QSO VK3HK.
VK3 BIX. VK3 BIX.
Okay. You still in Glen Iris? Yeah, perfect, Glen Iris.
Glen Iris. That's so basically he's about 160 kilometres away. Not having any luck at 10 past 11 in the morning on 40 metres. So this antenna is grounding, but I've got a better idea. What do most fences have? Question mark.
Yeah.
Yes, gates. All right, let's go and try the gates. Swinging gates. All right, so here I am at the end of the fence, and this is your typical galvanised double gates, and if you've got one gate it might suffice, but two gates is going to be awesome. So I can let these guys, I'm going to probably undo that and let them hang a little bit down this way or drift this way. Just want to let the sheep out, and then what will happen is they're both insulated or isolated from each other. And what I like about it, it's going into a concrete strainer here, so if it's concrete or wood, I think we're going to be in luck. So we should be good. So I reckon that this might actually work. And I want to try to jump on that 40 metre QSO just while they're still there. So let me get set up, guys, and I'll be right back. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is because the gates are both exactly the same length, I think they're 10 footers. I'm just going to try to make a dipole. So what I'm going to do is just use exactly the same length of wire for the ground side as I've got for the driven side. I've already de-shielded the end to wrap around basically one of the wires, I would say, or even around the actual gal post. But I'm just going to connect this to the ground, and let's see how this goes. this might actually work. Who knows? Woohoo!
It was actually, he had something to do with the hot rod.
Yes. Right, I'm going to go off their frequency. I'm just going to go off their frequency and see if we can tune the antenna. Booming in.
Genuine Shelby Mustang.
We've got 1-to-1, and he's really strong now. I feel like I've got a really good chance here of being able to contact these guys. So they're not touching at all. All right, fingers crossed. Mate, this is VK3 BIX coming to you on a crazy antenna, actually. I just made out of 2 swinging gates. And I'm just wondering if I'm being heard, over.
Yeah, Victor India X-ray, is it?
Bravo India X-ray, VK3 BIX, over.
Yeah, Roger, you're copying you here in Sydney. Not very strong, but
Sydney!
Copying. What about you, Mark? You copying him?
Yeah, he's a little bit low down, but I can hear you there. You got VK2, Mike Radio, Fox, you have Mark this way. Go ahead.
Woo! Yeah, Roger, Mark. You've got VK3 BIX. My name is Simon, and I'm down here at Euroa between Benalla and Seymour, and I'm actually just trying a couple of antennas because I have a YouTube channel. I live back in Canada, and I came down here to my local community of Euroa, where I grew up, to I've been helping Blaze Aid for the last month, helping farmers rebuild their fences. And I thought, well, I'm going to do a little video here and see if you're out in the paddock and you needed to make an emergency contact, what you could use for an antenna, over.
It's very innovative. I mean, you know, what are you using? Oh, we're using a 3600 long gate. Oh, that's clever. Well, that's great. Yeah, well, look, have fun with doing that. Good on you, Simon. The next time we speak, give me a rundown of your results on what seemed to work the best. So, good on you, mate. Well done. All right, Simon, I'm just going to put it back to Chuck, and I'm going to go QRT. It's time for a coffee.
Yeah, right, Simon. VK2 Sugar. No, I'm in Sydney. Simon, well, you ran a fence antenna. Well, I think I've ran the biggest wire antenna in the world. I was with my ham radio club, and we were out at Cameron Corner, out in the desert, and we actually connected up to the dog fence. And the dog fence is something like 4,000 kilometres or some crazy length. And we just got an AH4 coupler and connected it to the dog fence. We had a QSO on the dog fence.
Woo! I love it.
Yeah, there you go. But anyway, I must have a look at HamJazz. Simon, I'll have a look at that. So, there we go.
Okay, all right. Just quickly, Simon, safe trip back to Canada there. And thanks for calling in this morning and saying g'day to us. And, yeah, good luck with your tuning in your farm fence and your gates and your... Just think, if it's a fence, actually if it's a gate, yeah, you could make it directional just on the hinge. That's pretty cool. That's a good idea, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. Bit of thought. That's great.
Yeah, this is VK5. VK. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Chuck. And good morning, Simon.
There's no noise out the paddock.
Over not too far from Euroa. I'm up near Echuca, so probably 150 k's. But good effort with the gate, and I'll look up the HamJazz and see what you're up to. Well done you on coming over and assisting the farms too. Yeah, my son's in the CFA over at Alexandra, and I went through Euroa and up over the top there to Merton the other day, and yeah, it's a bit of a mess, that's for sure. So yeah, good work. Well done.
Hey guys, thanks so much for checking out HamJazz. So here it is. I love it. I'm just going to quickly measure this out. 1, 2, 3. No, it's a 12-foot gate. So these are 2 12-foot gates. There we go. I love this. It works.
Thank you for calling in.
It's a directional NVIS antenna.
Woo!
Woo! And the Vito man for the win. Thank you, tuning the guys. Go Australia-wide with Blaze Aid. I love this. Woohoo! Make antennas out of gates, farmers. G'day, mates. Woo! Thanks for watching. Absolutely fantastic. I'm so excited about the rubbish antenna series. And it's very apropos because I've been making rubbish antennas for years and I absolutely love it. It's totally my wheelhouse. And I thought we'd have, just for a bit of fun, some official, quote unquote, official rules. And you'll notice that going forward, you'll see either a RAS, which is the acronym for Rubbish Antenna Series, pure, with a green tick. And that means that the antenna did not use a tuner, it did not use a loaded coil, and therefore it's been made resonant in its purest form, and that's what we're striving for 20 and 40 meters. When you see a RAS Plus with a lightning sign, it means that it's used a tuner and or a loaded coil. But going forward, the whole premise is, as much as possible, the rules will be we do not use tuners and loaded coils. So that just makes it a bit more of a challenge. It's fun. It's grabbing rubbish. It's seeing if we can make rubbish into an antenna, make contacts, and possibly, who knows, one day might save a life in an emergency. All right, everybody, have a great day. Stick around now for a little bit of live footage of what happened shortly after I recorded that video in Australia when we had a blackout. Woohoo! Veto man for the win. I'm Crazy HamJazz. We'll catch you later. All right, so we've got the TV going, the fridge is going, and now we're going to need a light. So what we've done is we've just put a simple double adapter at the end of the extension cord, and we're going to need a light. So Mickey, moment of truth. Does it work? Beautiful. No problem. All right, so we've got light, we've got TV, we've got barbecue, we've got cold beer, and we have the fridge going. So let's go and see how many watts this is drawing. Here we go. We've got 5 hours. We're drawing 260 watts. So we can go for about 4 hours on this. Now it's up to 6 hours. So it really gives you an idea of exactly what is sucking the juice and how long you've got. Now it's gone up to 5.9 hours. Very, very cool. So here we go, watching the tennis. Just turn the light on.
Such an incredible season last year.
Here's the updated. It's drawing 145 watts, and at this rate we can run for 7.4 hours. So right now we've got the Foxtel box going, we've got the TV, and we've got the light. Fantastic. Alrighty guys, well that actually concludes my my trip here to Australia, and I had to light up a gate. I cannot believe it, it works. I might go a little later and see if we can do 20 meters, and it might even be a separate video. But the main thing is it worked. I was probably anything from what, a 5.4 or 4.4 to about a 5.4, 5.5 into Sydney. Fantastic. So forget about the fence, unless one guy did say, and he's right, if you could use the top barbed wire, if you've got wooden droppers or concrete stays or something like that. But as soon as you have a star picket, you're going to lose that RF, sadly, to Earth. But gates, if you've got gates that can swing on the older wooden fence posts or cement posts or strainers, you're in luck. Because I think the proof is I had a wonderful QSO with those fine gentlemen, and I think they're going to subscribe to my channel. One guy did say he did see it. So my new mates in VK land, g'day. Thanks so much for the QSO today and for checking out my channel. And guys, if this is the first time to my channel, g'day mates, how you going? My name's Simon, Crazy HamJazz. And if you're a return viewer, welcome back, mates, and thank you so much. And please, guys, if you haven't done so already, please hit that like and subscribe button, because your support fuels my passion and helps keep the inspiration alive. Veto man for the win. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for believing in me and sponsoring me. Thank you to Blaze Aid. You're doing amazing work Australia-wide, incredible, and the old swinging gates for the win. All right, guys, I've got to go and get ready to pack. Take care, and 7-3. Woohoo!